Next, mobile trouble and success for Apple, plus mobile gains for Google. First up, Apple. More analysts reacting to the latest report about cuts in parts orders for the iPhone 5. BMO lowering its unit sales estimate of the smartphone, while JP Morgan and Credit Suisse not concerned. Credit Suisse calling it supply chain noise. JPM is actually concerned about a different device, the iPad. It thinks sales of the tablet in the fourth quarter could come in lower than expected. The broker is attributing the shortfall to a supply problem, not a demand one. BMO and JPM trimming their price targets on Apple. JPM going from $770 to $725 and BMO from $670 to $640. Shares today are down a fraction, near 500. Tech giants like Apple are flush with cash. In its case, more than $100 billion. Now, they haven't been buying companies, so they've got to deploy their cash somewhere. Well, it turns out Apple, Google, and Microsoft are scooping up junk bonds in the desperate search for yield. Google's even buying leveraged loans. Now, corporate treasurers, they typically invest in safer, high-quality corporate bonds. But with spreads tight in a low interest rate environment, treasurers at some tech companies are boosting their investments in lower-rated, longer-dated, and more junior bonds. Google may be raising more of that cash from its tablet business. While the iPad and Galaxy Tab from Samsung are among the top sellers of tablets, the Nexus 7 may be gaining real traction. In Japan, Nikkei reports the Google device beat the iPad in holiday sales. It says a local research firm's survey of 2,400 stores found that the Nexus captured more than 44% of all tablet sales, while the iPad nabbed 40% share. The big factor here could be price. The Nexus sells for about $100 less than the iPad mini in Japan. And Nexus is selling well in Britain, too. At Europe's second largest electronics chain, Dixon's, the top sellers during the holiday season were iPad, Samsung Galaxy, and the Nexus. Shares of Google are down fractionally today. Soaring and sputtering time, our look at movers. First, soaring is ASML, the world's leading provider of tools for making computer chips, warned of a weak first quarter, but said it sees a recovery in the following months as smartphone and tablet makers shift to the next generation of chips. Shares up more than 8% to a 52-week high. And sputtering, Leap Wireless. Jefferies cutting the low-cost mobile services provider to underperform from hold. Shares down 7%. And that's Techquity this Thursday. Remember, you can follow us on Twitter at RTRS Techquity. I'm Fred Katayama, and this is Reuters.